Welcome back, to the channel Rare Coins History. Appreciate the 1980 Roosevelt dime. At first glance, it might just look like a simple 10-cent coin, but this dime holds a story filled with history, design, and hidden value that could surprise you. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll learn why some 1980 Roosevelt dimes with certain mint marks are worth way more than their face value, up to an astonishing $90,000. Let's take a step back and explore the origins of this dime. The Roosevelt dime was introduced in 1946, right after the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Roosevelt was deeply connected to the fight against polio, and the dime honors his legacy, featuring his profile on the obverse side. The coin's reverse features a torch, olive branch, and oak branch symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. Since then, the Roosevelt dime has become one of the most widely circulated and recognized coins in the United States. Now, focusing on the year 1980, the U.S. was navigating the end of a turbulent decade. Economically, politically, and culturally, it was a time of change and challenge. During that year, the U.S. Mint produced millions of Roosevelt dimes, primarily at two locations, Philadelphia and Denver. Philadelphia minted coins from this era generally do not carry a mint mark, while those from Denver feature a D. There were also proof versions struck at San Francisco with an S mint mark, aimed at collectors and usually of the highest quality. Though millions were minted, what really makes certain 1980 Roosevelt dimes stand out to collectors is their condition and rarity. Most of these coins have been in circulation for decades, showing wear and tear, scratches, dulling, and loss of detail. But some coins have been preserved in remarkable mint condition, often described as mint state or uncirculated. These coins retain their original luster, sharp details, and crisp edges, making them highly desirable for collectors. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC have helped collectors assess and certify the condition of coins. For 1980 Roosevelt dimes, a grade of MS 65 or higher is considered excellent, with MS 67 or MS 68 being almost flawless. Coins with such grades are rare and attract premium prices because they are like snapshots frozen in time, pristine and untouched, but the excitement doesn't stop with condition alone. Mint errors and unique varieties from 1980 add another thrilling layer to the story. Errors such as double dies, repunched mint marks, or off-center strikes make some dimes extraordinarily rare and valuable. For example, a double die error might cause parts of the design or date to appear doubled. This is a favorite among collectors and often commands a significant premium. Off-center strikes create visually striking coins where part of the design is missing or pushed to one side. Such errors are rare and prized because each coin is essentially a one-of-a-kind piece of numismatic history. Repunched mint marks, where the mint mark is stamped twice or appears blurry, also attract serious interest. Another fascinating aspect involves the mint marks themselves. For the 1980 Roosevelt dime, the D mint mark from Denver or the S from San Francisco proof coins can affect value depending on rarity and condition. Proof coins, especially those in flawless condition, are often worth more because they were produced specifically for collectors and have a beautiful, mirror-like finish. When it comes to price, most 1980 Roosevelt dimes found in change are worth only their face value or a small amount more if in better condition. But the rare mint state dimes, especially those with unique errors or proof quality, can sell for thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars in auctions or private sales. And here's the big reveal: the 1980 Roosevelt dime, especially those rare mint error or proof coins in top condition, have been valued at a staggering $90,000. This incredible number highlights how a small coin that might seem ordinary can actually be a gateway to a fortune. It's amazing to realize that something as small as a dime can hold so much history, artistry, and potential wealth. That's the magic of coin collecting. It's part history lesson, part treasure hunt, and all passion. Today, we're zooming in on a coin that's pretty common in your pocket change, the 1999 Roosevelt dime from the United States. Sounds ordinary, right? Well, what if I told you that some of these dimes with specific mint marks could be worth way more than their face value, up to an incredible $95,000? That's right. So stick with me as we explore the history, design, rarity, and what makes the 1999 Roosevelt dime so special. Let's start with a little background. The Roosevelt dime has been a mainstay in American currency since it was introduced in 1946, honoring President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a man closely linked to the fight against polio. His profile has graced the obverse of the dime ever since, while the reverse showcases a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch representing liberty, peace, and strength. The design is both simple and powerful, carrying a lot of symbolism in a small coin. In 1999, the United States was in a period of technological advancement and economic optimism. The mint produced millions of these dimes at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, with the Philadelphia coins generally not having a mint mark and the Denver ones carrying the classic D. There were also proof coins made at the San Francisco mint marked with an S, which were made especially for collectors. Millions and millions of these dimes entered circulation, which is why you see them everywhere. But what collectors are hunting for are the rare specimens, those that have been preserved in exceptional condition, sometimes with rare mint errors that set them apart from the standard coins. Most circulated dimes have obvious signs of wear, from scratches to loss of detail, but a select few have survived looking nearly as crisp and shiny as when they first came out of the mint. These pristine examples fall into what numismatists call mint state or uncirculated grades, ranging from MS-60 up to MS-70, with higher numbers indicating better condition. The coins that reach MS-65 and above are rare, but when you find a 1999 Roosevelt dime graded MS-67 or MS-68, you're holding something special. These coins have nearly perfect surfaces and sharp detail. Now, what truly ignites excitement among collectors are mint errors and varieties that occurred during the coin's production. Errors such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, repunched mint marks, and other anomalies make certain coins extremely valuable. For instance, a doubled die error causes parts of the design, like the date or lettering, to appear doubled or shadowed, something that's immediately noticeable and highly sought after. An off-center strike occurs when the coin isn't perfectly aligned in the press, resulting in a coin where the design is shifted and part of the metal blank is visible. These errors are rare and can fetch a premium price. Repunched mint marks happen when the mint mark is stamped more than once in slightly different positions, creating a blurry or doubled effect. Collectors love these quirks because each error coin tells a unique story about its creation. Another important factor is the mint mark itself. The D for Denver and S for San Francisco proof coins usually affect a dime's rarity and value. Proof coins, in particular, are made with special dies and polished blanks, resulting in a mirror-like finish and intricate details. When preserved in perfect condition, these proof coins are highly prized. For most people, a 1999 Roosevelt dime is just a dime, worth 10 cents. But in the rarest cases, the combination of mint state quality and mint errors can send the value soaring. Serious collectors and investors are willing to pay tens of thousands for the right specimen, and here's the moment you've been waiting for: the highest valued 1999 Roosevelt dime with exceptional mint condition and rare mint errors has been appraised at a staggering $95,000. Imagine that. What seems like a simple dime could actually be a ticket to a small fortune. This just goes to show how fascinating and unpredictable the world of coin collecting can be. Every coin carries a story, and sometimes the smallest ones hold the biggest surprises. Today, we're focusing on a modern classic, the 2016 United States Roosevelt dime. You probably have one or two of these in your pocket or your coin jar, but what if I told you that certain 2016 Roosevelt dimes with specific mint marks could be worth an astounding $99,000? That's right, this common 10-cent coin has a story that could make you rethink its true value. Stick with me as we break down the history, design, rarity, and what makes this particular dime such a treasure. The Roosevelt dime has been an iconic piece of American coinage since it was introduced in 1946, created to honor Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. He was instrumental in founding the March of Dimes to combat polio, making the dime a tribute to his legacy. The obverse of the coin proudly displays Roosevelt's profile, while the reverse features a torch symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch to represent peace and strength. Even decades after its introduction, the design remains timeless and meaningful. Now, fast forward to 2016, a year that marked several significant moments for the United States and the world. During this year, the U.S. Mint produced millions of Roosevelt dimes, primarily from the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Philadelphia coins usually have no mint mark, while Denver coins are marked with a D. Proof coins were also struck at the San Francisco Mint, identified by an S. Proofs are made for collectors, crafted with special polished dies and blanks to produce a brilliant finish. Though these coins are common in circulation, collectors focus on condition and rarity when determining value. The vast majority of 2016 Roosevelt dimes have been used in everyday transactions, showing signs of wear, scratches, and dullness. However, a small percentage have been preserved in near-perfect condition, often described as mint state or uncirculated. These coins show sharp details, full luster, and no signs of handling or wear. Professional coin grading services like PCGS and NGC assign grades to coins, ranging from MS-60 to MS-70, with higher numbers indicating superior condition. For 2016 Roosevelt dimes, coins graded MS-65 and above are rare, and those graded MS-67 or MS-68 are exceptionally scarce, commanding a premium among collectors. But condition isn't the only factor that drives value. Mint errors and unique varieties play a huge role in elevating a coin's worth. Minting is a highly precise process, but mistakes happen. Some 2016 Roosevelt dimes have notable errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks. A double die error creates a shadowed or doubled appearance on the date or lettering, making the coin stand out instantly. These errors are rare and can make a dime far more valuable than a standard issue. Off-center strikes occur when the coin blank is misaligned in the press, producing coins where the design is shifted and part of the surface is blank metal. Such errors are prized because each coin is essentially one of a kind. Repunched mint marks happen when the mint mark is stamped twice in slightly different locations, creating a blurred or doubled effect. These are fascinating to collectors because they reveal the story behind the coin's creation. The mint mark itself, whether it's a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco proof, also influences value. Proof coins, in particular, are made with exceptional craftsmanship and polished finishes. When these proof coins remain flawless, they can fetch impressive sums. So what's the typical value? Most 2016 Roosevelt dimes found in change are worth just their face value or a small premium if in excellent condition. But the rare mint state coins and those with unique mint errors can be worth thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars. And here comes the exciting part: an extraordinary 2016 Roosevelt dime in exceptional mint state condition, especially one with a rare mint error or from a coveted proof batch, has been valued at a jaw-dropping $99,000. It's incredible to think that a dime, something so small and common, can hide such enormous value and history. That's the magic of coin collecting. There's always a story and sometimes a fortune waiting to be discovered. Today, we're focusing on a coin that many Americans have seen but few truly appreciate: the 1991 Roosevelt dime. It's a small piece of history with a mint mark that can dramatically impact its value. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll discover why some 1991 Roosevelt dimes are commanding prices as high as $90,000. The Roosevelt dime has been a staple of U.S. currency since it was introduced in 1946, created to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a leader who inspired millions and led the nation through challenging times. He was closely connected to the March of Dimes campaign to fight polio, and this coin serves as a lasting tribute to his legacy. The front of the coin features Roosevelt's profile, a familiar sight to anyone who's handled dimes over the years. On the back, you'll find a torch symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch representing peace and an oak branch for strength. This design has remained consistent and beloved for decades. Now, let's zero in on 1991. This year saw the United States continuing to evolve culturally and economically, with a steady demand for coins to fuel everyday transactions. The U.S. Mint produced millions of Roosevelt dimes during this year at two main facilities, Philadelphia and Denver. Philadelphia minted dimes typically have no mint mark, while those from Denver bear the iconic D. Additionally, proof coins, produced especially for collectors, were struck at the San Francisco Mint and carry an S mint mark. Though millions of 1991 Roosevelt dimes exist, what makes some of them exceptionally valuable is their condition and rarity. Most coins that circulate experience wear, scratches, dents, and loss of detail, gradually eroding their original mint condition. But a fortunate few have been preserved in pristine, uncirculated states, known as mint state coins. These coins look almost as if they just came off the press, with sharp details, full luster, and no signs of handling. Professional grading companies, like PCGS and NGC, evaluate these coins and assign grades that range from MS-60 up to MS-70, with higher numbers indicating coins that are closer to perfect. For 1991 Roosevelt dimes, those graded MS-65 or higher are relatively rare, and coins that reach MS-67 or MS-68 are especially prized for their near-flawless condition. Collectors are willing to pay a premium for such pristine specimens, but what really gets collectors excited are rare mint errors and unique varieties from 1991. These errors occur during the manufacturing process and can turn an ordinary dime into an extraordinary collectible. Some of the most sought-after errors include double dies, off-center strikes, and repunched mint marks. A double die error causes parts of the coin's design, such as the date or lettering, to appear doubled, giving the coin a distinctive look that's easy to spot under magnification. These errors are rare and highly desirable. Off-center strikes happen when the coin blank is misaligned during stamping, resulting in a coin where the design is shifted and part of the metal blank is exposed. Such coins are scarce and command collector interest because of their uniqueness. Repunched mint marks occur when the mint mark is stamped more than once, creating a blurred or doubled appearance. These varieties are fascinating to collectors because they showcase the human element behind coin production. The specific mint mark on a 1991 Roosevelt dime also influences its value. Coins from Denver, D, and Philadelphia, no mark, are common, but certain proof coins from San Francisco, S, in high grade can be worth much more. Proof coins are made with polished dies and blanks to create a mirror-like finish, catering to collectors who prize aesthetic perfection. While most 1991 Roosevelt dimes you find will be worth only their face value or slightly more if in better condition, the rare mint state coins with unique errors can bring in thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars. Now, here's the reveal you've been waiting for. An exceptional 1991 Roosevelt dime in superb mint state condition, especially one with rare minting errors or proof quality, has been valued at an eye-popping $90,000. Imagine that, a tiny dime, often overlooked, turning into a collectible worth a small fortune. Today, we're taking a close look at a classic piece of American currency, the 1977 Roosevelt dime. While it may look like just another dime to most, some versions of this coin, especially those with certain mint marks, have caught the attention of collectors around the world and can be worth an astonishing $98,000. Intrigued? You should be. Let's explore why this seemingly ordinary coin has become such a hot topic in the numismatic community. The Roosevelt dime has been a cornerstone of U.S. currency since its debut in 1946, designed to honor Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Roosevelt's legacy extends far beyond politics, as he championed the fight against polio through the March of Dimes. His portrait on the dime serves as a tribute to his courage and impact on American history. The obverse of the coin features his dignified profile, while the reverse displays a torch symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch representing peace and an oak branch standing for strength. It's a design that has remained largely unchanged for decades, symbolizing both tradition and resilience. Now, let's travel back to 1977. This was a period of significant social and economic change in the United States, with new cultural movements and shifts taking place across the country. The U.S. Mint produced millions of Roosevelt dimes that year at two primary facilities, Philadelphia and Denver. Dimes struck at Denver carry the distinctive D mint mark, while those from Philadelphia usually don't have a mint mark at all. Additionally, special proof coins were produced at the San Francisco Mint, marked with an S, and made specifically for collectors, featuring a polished finish and sharper details. While the majority of these 1977 Roosevelt dimes were intended for everyday use and circulation, some survived in near-perfect condition, unscathed by the wear and tear of daily transactions. These uncirculated coins are highly sought after because they retain the original mint luster, sharp details, and show no signs of damage or handling. Coin grading services like PCGS and NGC assign numerical grades to quantify a coin's condition, with MS-60 marking the lower boundary of uncirculated and MS-70 representing a perfect coin. For the 1977 dime, coins graded MS-65 and above are considered rare, while those in MS-67 and MS-68 grades are even more coveted by collectors, but condition isn't the only factor that can drive a coin's value through the roof. Errors and unique minting varieties from that year make certain coins stand out in the eyes of collectors. During the production process, mistakes sometimes happen. These errors can turn a simple dime into a priceless collector's item. Common errors to look out for include doubled dies, where parts of the coin's design, like the date or lettering, appear doubled or shadowed. This subtle effect can be detected under magnification and makes a coin particularly rare. Off-center strikes are another fascinating error, where the coin blank wasn't aligned properly during minting, resulting in a design that is shifted and partially missing. These off-center coins are prized for their uniqueness and rarity. Another exciting error variety is the repunched mint mark, which happens when the mint mark is stamped multiple times in slightly different positions. This creates a blurred or doubled look to the mint mark, making the coin especially interesting to collectors. The mint mark itself, whether it's the D from Denver or the S from San Francisco, also plays a big role in a coin's rarity and value. Proof coins from San Francisco, crafted for collectors with exceptional finishes, often fetch higher prices, especially when preserved in pristine condition. While most 1977 Roosevelt dimes found in circulation are worth just their face value or slightly more if in good shape, those rare mint state coins and mint era varieties can command thousands, and in exceptional cases, tens of thousands of dollars. And now, for the reveal that will really make you sit up, a remarkable 1977 Roosevelt dime. Preserved in outstanding mint state condition and featuring rare mint errors or proof quality, has been appraised at an incredible $98,000. Yes, that's right, this small coin, easily overlooked, holds the potential to be a highly valuable collectible. This story is a perfect example of why numismatics is such an exciting hobby. Every coin holds a story, and sometimes, that story translates into astonishing value. So the next time you come across a 1977 Roosevelt dime, take a moment to examine its mint mark and condition closely. You could be holding a tiny treasure. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into the 1977 Roosevelt dime. If you enjoyed this video and want to discover more fascinating coin stories and hidden values, be sure to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Until next time, keep your coins safe, your eyes sharp, and happy collecting.